What up, everybody? Welcome to the 9450. And today, you already know what it is. You see it on the screen. We are doing our women's basketball awards. So, this is the award show. I ain't got no streamers or nothing like that. So, it's just raw sound. I'm Daniel Artest. As you know, got Lolo in the building. Lo, what's going on, man? What's up? How you feeling? Happy Sunday.
Happy Sunday. Happy Sunday. It has been a long week. I am excited to put this week to an end. It's been a great week, but a long week. So yeah, I'm doing good. How about yourself?
I'm good. I'm good. Just running some errands and getting my life together. And so here we are, just
I,
glad to be back on the pod with you and everything like that, Shout outs to everybody that's listening right now. I know we're gonna have some people coming in. We are live on YouTube and Twitter, Facebook as well. Um, yeah, so please let's get this out the way real quick. Listen, subscribe to the YouTube channel. That's the 9450 at YouTube. Also, the Twitter. Subscribe to the podcast. We need that 5-star rating, and we need that review too as well. That those positive reviews about this podcast and everything. Listen, y'all always hit us up. Yo, dope show. Da and Lolo's the best. We see it. We need y'all to take that same energy and throw it on the reviews because it'll actually help us as far as being seen even more than we're seeing now, actually. So please, that's all I need. I'm not asking y'all for no money. You know what I'm saying? All right, well, if you want to donate the bag, that's cool too. But you know what I'm saying? The support is also currency as well. So please just do that for me. All right. Anything else you want to add, Lo?
what he said. I think people always ask us how can they support, and that's one way. We're not asking for any money, any bread, but just go retweet, repost, listen, subscribe, share, all of those good things.
Yeah. So I'm gonna put it up for y'all real quick. Y'all know y'all can follow us everywhere on Twitter, on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube as well. I gotta update some stuff regarding the how to reach us and everything. But yeah, please, man, support us, support us. All right, now we got that out the way. Let's get it started. So, hey, Lo, what was your thoughts about this like entire college basketball season before we get into our awards?
I thought it was exciting. I thought that it was actually one of the first time in a long time, years actually, where it was competition across the board. It's not like the years where UConn was dominant for years, like you just knew that they were going to win the national championship, so you don't even watch. Or Tennessee had a time. Now it's kind of South Carolina's time, but I will say that I feel like it was a little bit more competitive. We saw the rise of a few freshmen. Like this is a really, really guard heavy freshman class that can just flat out hoop. I think you see juggernauts like Caitlin Clark leaving and Angel Reese leaving, but the game is in good hands. So that's my biggest takeaway. I think it's just finally teams or players are going to different teams. They're kind of evening the playing field, for lack of better words. What do you think?
Yeah, it was a fun season. We had a lot of fun watching this game, watching this beautiful game of basketball on the women's end, and like you know it's new players that I haven't seen, like when seen in high school, like the freshmen, for instance. And then we got some juniors that stepped up and everything. But all in all, it was just a great season. I have fun. I can't wait to really watch even more. Now we got some more incoming freshmen and everything like that. And then I want to see players that did their thing repeat and everything, that their success. Before we go though, didn't Iowa, they just signed somebody from like Villanova or something like that? I think her
Yeah,
name is
um,
Olsen.
the center. She's a center from Villanova.
Oh, okay, yeah, buckets. I think what she averaged like 22 or something like that. So that's crazy. Think she gonna get the CC green light and everything.
I mean, they're still not going to be good, so it doesn't
It's still
matter.
not gonna be good, right?
No.
You know?
I mean, I was done. All their fans might as well just go to Indiana because that program is done.
She said it's a burrito. All right, so the order of operations we're gonna do today is we're gonna go with Coach of the Year, Sixth Woman of the Year, Most Improved Player, Defensive Player of the Year, um, rookie of the year, and then MVP. I know it's college and everybody be doing player of the year, this, that, other. No, we're not doing all that. We're gonna keep it simple and stuff. So, without the further ado, let's just get into it. So we have our coach of the year. I mean, I think that it's obvious who's the coach of the year is, and that is the great Dawn Staley. South Carolina, 38-0 record, um, SEC champs, and also NCAA champs. Man, what more can we say about the great Dawn Staley? Everything that she just does for the South Carolina team. 108-3 over the last 3 years. It's just insane what she's doing, and she's just still moving. You see her signing autographs at the football game, and she's just everywhere. The parade with the Rolls Royce, just doing it up and stuff. So, what's your thoughts about Dawn?
I mean, it's really not much to say about it. This is a no-brainer for me. We've been talking about it at nauseum for the last couple of months, actually, in regards to her losing 5 starters and to, the draft or graduation, and them still managing to bring young talent in and buy into her system. Like, Dawn is building something very, very special in Columbia, South Carolina. And like, if y'all think that team is good, they're going to be even better next year. I keep talking about Joyce Edwards today. She was the MVP of the Jordan Classic game. And just a flat out hooper, and they're just adding more weapons to their arsenal. I think that Dawn Staley often gets overlooked because she has 5-star players and athletes coming there. But the thing is, you have to realize when you have so much talent, sometimes it's even harder because you have to get these talented kids to buy into your system. As we discussed all year, South Carolina by far had the best bench, and most of those kids can go and start anywhere else in the country. So the fact that they decided to go to Columbia, South Carolina, and buy all in, not know if they were going to get, consistent minutes or not, that just shows how special Dawn is. She joined an elite group of coaches with Gino, Muffet, McGraw, Kim Mulkey, and Brenda Fries, with winning the AP award twice for Coach of the Year. So she's just continuing to build a standard out in South Carolina and just continuing to break barriers. We talked about it. What was that last year when she signed that extension? What was it? 22 million. I think it was something around that ballpark, 22 million. I think she's just a standard. She's the first Black coach to win 2 NCAA titles. She's not fearful to tackle the hard questions and hard topics. She just seems like a great person. When you hear all the kids talk, they just always have stories about how she's more than just their coach and how she is just such a great person. And you can see that based on how they gravitate towards her. So I think it's a no-brainer.
Yeah, definitely a no-brainer. And she might win this award every year for the next 5-10 years, the way it's looking for her and stuff. So
Yeah.
Yeah, just really just dope to see a woman like that just get the just due that she deserves. And it's just been fun just watching her play and stuff. I wish I could see it in practice though, because I just want to know what type of conditioning drills that she does with these players, because they just look like a well-oiled machine. They can run, they can play any type of tempo of basketball, So I really would love to just sit in on a practice and just take in and learn from her and everything. All right, so let's move on to the next 6th woman of the year. And do you think this one is obvious before I unveil it?
I don't think so.
You don't think it's well? Really? I want. All right, cool. So
you said 6 women? Yeah. 6 women. Yeah.
6 women's obvious. Okay.
Yeah.
So with our 6th woman of the year, we are staying in South Carolina, y'all. We got the great Malaysia Fulwali. 11 points, 3 rebounds, over 2 assists. She's just a generational player, and she does it in less than 18 minutes per game. How amazing she is. The way that she just changes the course of a game, with her speed and the way that she just attacks, and she's just even becoming a better shooter too. She was a really, really I think that she was an average shooter when she first came in, but she really worked on her game during the season. You rarely see a lot of players, get better as the season progresses, and that's with her. and thanks for her too as well. Shout outs to her for also, you know, when she was struggling at the beginning of the season, Dawn Staley's benched her. She took it in stride, and then now she just thrived ever since. And she also could have been like most outstanding player, in the Final Four with the way that she was getting after it to herself. Like she's just so dope. What's your thoughts on her?
I mean, I agree. I think that she's one of the people that I was kind of talking about where she could have went anywhere else in the country and started. But she bought into look how skillful she is, and she still bought into coming off the bench. So, like I said, Dawn is building something special out down in South Carolina. I think that you're saying that her shot has actually improved, where I think that her defense has actually gotten better, tremendously better. Early in the year, we saw Dawn sit her down the first time that they played. I think it was North Carolina, University of North Carolina, because Fo Wiley was slacking on the defensive end. And I think that a lot of people were questionable about that decision at the time because the game was close. But I think it was just such an important moment for Dawn to teach her that lesson. And it's like, hey, we know you can go out and get a bucket on the other end, but can you actually defend and stop somebody? So I think that we saw as the tournament continued to increase, you saw how locked in she was on the defensive end. I just saw at Kelsey Plum's dog academy she has for all the guards that are in, well, not all the guards, but some of the guards that she invites into college to kind of help them transition from the college game to WNBA speed. And, I saw Fort Wiley blocking what's the girl's name? She played for NC State, the guard. I can't think of her, Isaiah James. I'm talking about she was, and Fo Wiley was up in the air high, just swatting her out of there. So you can tell that she's paying attention on the defensive end now. And the sky's the limit. Like, you have to start her next year, right? She can't keep coming off the bench.
That's interesting. That's interesting right there. Start her or have her come off the bench next
It's
year.
hard though because Pow coming back too. So it's like, and then you got Joyce. I mean, Joyce is a forward, so they're not in the same position, but you bring
Raven.
her off the bench again.
Raven. That's gonna be interesting, man. That's
Maybe
see,
they
look,
do.
yeah, they. I don't know. I don't know. I personally, I wouldn't bring her off the bench next year. I won't. I'm not bringing her off the bench. Would you personally, if you was coach, are you bringing her off?
It's hard though. So who are you benching for her? Pow?
No,
Or you gonna do a 3-guard lineup?
I might have to go with a 3 guard lineup, or I'll just bring Raven off. But like,
Raven's not going to the bench.
she's not gonna see. There you
Because she
go.
just does too many. The team rolls as Raven roll. Like she just does too many good things for the team. Like she can't. Vernon
Yeah,
said next year will be better than this year. Absolutely, I agree. I don't know.
yeah,
That's gonna be. Listen, That's why Don is in the position to make these tough decisions because that's tough.
yeah. That's tough. That's real tough. Yeah, I don't know. That's tough because like you just hit it on the head, so I have to like walk my own choice back. It's just that the way I just like what Fuali does off the bench. I really do. Or maybe she deserves way more minutes then, instead of playing 17, 18 minutes or whatever, maybe bump that up to like 25, 26,
So
maybe even 27.
still have her coming off the bench, but just increase her minutes.
Yeah. Like, because
But
the
you
way that,
increase her minutes, you taking away from either Raven or Pow's minutes.
listen,
Listen, that's why Don got to make the decision, and I does. Thank the Lord,
yeah.
yeah.
Just listen. Nah, I ain't. Yeah, that's tough right there. That's tough. That's tough. That's tough right there. I'm going. We stumped. All
That's
right.
hard.
Let's.
I mean, yeah,
Yeah,
that's hard.
that's hard. That's hard right there. All right. Well, let's move on to the next. Let's talk about the most improved player. And it seems like all this stuff is just like obvious. Hey, comments outside of Kate, Tex Winter. Who's the most improved player in college basketball to y'all before we unveil it? That's what I want to know. We're gonna give y'all like 15 seconds. Who's the most improved player in college basketball? I want to see if it's obvious or not. That's why I'm just asking real quick.
I don't think this one's obvious though, in my opinion.
Really? You think somebody else deserve it?
No. but I don't think it's obvious. So Vernon
All right.
says Sanaya Rivers.
All right, cool. We good. All right. So with that being said, let's just unveil it then. Our most improved player is Kiki Iriafen from Stanford. Just look at the numbers, man. It just speaks for itself. 19.4 points, 11 rebounds, 2.3 assists. She just improved her game all across the board from a non-factor last year to this season. She had one game. I think she had one 2020, but I think about six other times she flirted with a 2020 game. We've seen what she did to Iowa with 41 points and 16 rebounds. She had like a 19 rebound game too as well. Like she is this new generation of power forward slash center that's going to enter the WNBA when it's her time. That can just pretty much basically do it all. She can hit the jump shot. She's taking you off the dribble. She can post you up. Her face up is just as good as her back down game. I really like her, and I think that she's going to grow as these years go past, and especially when it's time for her to get to the pro level. I really think that her game is going to be something special and stuff. And obviously, I did say Stanford, but she's in the transfer portal. We don't know where she's going. But go ahead, Lo, touch on Kiki.
I mean, I think that the numbers kind of speak for themselves. I'm gonna give a little background because the 19 points were her points per game this year, but she went from her sophomore year scoring 6 points to 19 points this year. She went from getting 3.8 rebounds to 11 rebounds this year, and shooting 55% from the field. I think if anyone watched the Iowa State game, you could just see her full bag in that game. She's working a
Mhm.
little bit more on her ability to shoot from long distance, but she's a mid-range assassin. Inside of there, she can hit you like you said. She can face up, she can post you up, she can hit the midi. She can take you off the dribble. Like whatever school is lucky enough to land her, that's a program changing player. They said that she had a do not contact tag, which means she already has probably picked out of her, her place that she's going to. But the streets are saying either USC or UCLA, so that should be interesting.
Yeah, I had a dream that she picked UConn.
Really,
Yeah, I did.
that would be disgusting, bro. That would be disgusting.
I honestly want to see her in Notre Dame though. I would just like them.
They weren't even that. I don't even think they were on whatever
I
fake
know they're
list.
not on the radar and stuff, but no, yeah, she's just a special. I think that honestly, I know everybody's saying UCLA. That I do want to see her at USC if anything, like the Juju.
Mm-hmm.
Since we're Delulu for Juju, that's the gang right there.
Yeah.
um, that they will mesh so well right there
I
too.
think they would too. And it
Yeah,
would take so much pressure off of Juju and just help her game even elevate even more because it's going to be hard to double Juju when you got Kiki, down there as well.
yeah, and these other freshmen that's coming in that everybody's talking about, number one freshman class in the country and stuff. So like USC is really in a great spot. And then also, Kiki grew up in LA. She's from there, so
Hmm.
there's nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
To be home. It just depends what side of LA you want to be on. You want to be in the city area, or do you want to be in Westwood and stuff? I mean, shout out to all my peoples in Westwood. Nice area, classy and stuff. But I don't know. USC campus is kind of lit though. You know what I'm saying? It is kind of lit. So it just depends on what she wants. But either way, wherever team she goes to, all right, question. Do whatever team she goes to, do they bump into like the top 10, top 7, top 5?
It depends who's on. You mean if it's USC or UCLA or just any team in general?
But not just any team in general, just
I was
those.
gonna say no. If it's any team in general, no. But if
Yeah.
it's like teams that got as far as like the Elite Eight, even Sweet 16, I would say yes.
Mm.
So like a USC or like a UCLA, like they would automatically be. I think if she went to USC or even UCLA, they would be at least in the top six, top five.
Yeah. I think just her at at USC would be so fire though, man. She gotta
Yeah,
she gotta play with Juju, man. Come on, she gotta play with Juju. Stop
help is
playing.
on the way, Jew. Help is on the way.
Help, yeah, hell yeah. Help is definitely on the way. Whatever happens,
Yeah,
happens.
Kennedy Smith was hooping today at the Jordan Classic too.
We need to talk about
I really like her. She can play. She can play.
we need to talk about that after we're done with this because I need your assessments on some of these plays that you talked about. I didn't see the Jordan Classic today because I was outside and about and stuff. So I need you to tap in with me so I can know what's going on. All right, so let's move on to defensive player of the year, and this one is kind of obvious, not obvious, but obvious. In our minds, it's obvious who's the defensive player of the year. But listen, man, we going with the freshman Hannah Hidalgo,
Yes, sir.
22 points, 6 rebounds, 4.5 steals per game. Listen, 4.5 steals per game in a plus 30 game season is insane.
Crazy.
And I think that people, I think that people overlooked her and given the actual real award to Cameron Brink. Hannah definitely deserves this award. The way that she just takes over games just defensively, and just imagine she's scoring probably like 6 points per game off steals alone. Just the way that she just create offense, just by defense and everything. Like, and you can't like just throw the ball up slow to her because she's going to snatch it out. She has great anticipation. She'll let you go past, and then she'll just take the ball from behind from you and go do her thing and everything. But like, I want to know, is this just the beginning of her playing defense like this? Like, does she even have room to grow defensively? And I say yeah, because she still makes a little bit of mistakes. I was talking to my brother about it. Since he likes women's basketball and he really likes defense. So I was telling him about Hannah, and he was like, her footwork could be better. I was like, what? I'm like, I thought she had great footwork defensively. And so, but he was like, nah, like it could be even better.
But she's just so quick.
Yeah, yeah. It's like different angles that she can get better at that he was saying. So I'm really excited to see like what does she do as far as taking the next step because look, the numbers is crazy. Go ahead. What's your thoughts?
I mean, I think she kind of put the world on notice her first game against South Carolina in Paris when she went off for 31 points. The rest of her team combined for a total of 28. As a freshman going overseas to play against the number one ranked team, I don't know, they weren't number one ranked then, but a team that went on to be undefeated and just out there fearless, like that kind of showed how her season was going to go. And a lot of people forget that most of the season, she did, Notre Dame had a lot of injuries, so they had to adjust. And it was essentially Neo Ivy, her coach, just giving the keys over to a freshman, a 5'6" freshman. I think people really forget that. Like, she's the perfect mix of like fieriness and defensive intelligence. She only midway through the season, she already she beat Skylar Diggins' steal record. She set a record. I remember, I think the moment when I really, really knew that like Hannah was a dog, like I knew she was a dog, but when she went into Gamble and literally put 34 points up on UConn and led her team to a victory. I'm like, do you know how hard it is to play in that stadium, like that arena? And she went in there with a hurt team and made UConn really look foolish. Like, so, I mean, Hannah, it's exciting. Like I said earlier, it's just so many great freshmen right now. It's just exciting to know that we're going to get to watch them for 3 more years and they're not even at their pinnacle yet. Like, they're not even in their prime. So I'm just excited to continue to see her grow. Olivia Miles will be back next year. So I'm very interested to see how that backcourt works out. And I think that Olivia Miles is going to be better than what we remember her being because now she has an additional time she had additional time all season to view the game from a different lens, and that's from the bench. And that's just seeing like different things that you can't quite see, or maybe you don't have time to see while you're on the court. So I think that we thought Olivia Mouse was good before she got hurt, but I think that she steps it up to even, once she trusts her knee and knows that it's going to be secure and, she gets bumped on it a few times and realizes that she's good. I think we'll see, there'll be they're going to be at least the top 5 backcourts in the country next year, easily.
I think they win one if Olivia Miles is healthy.
They need a big.
They need a big though. I know, man.
They need a big.
Damn, if Kiki go there, that'd be crazy, yo. But anyway, no, I like there's mad podcast episodes before you came on with us. During my recruitment of you, that I was very high on Olivia Miles, man. Like she is just listen, her game have never left my mind. You know, I'm super high on her. You know, like I think that she's going to show out, man. Like a point guard her size that can give you points, rebounds, assists, triple doubles, whatever. And it's just a different type of dynamic and everything. And it's going to be interesting to see how they mesh on the court next year. You know, because we really didn't see Hannah play off ball. Obviously, you got to start both of these players. All right, there's nobody coming off the bench on this one.
Yeah.
But it's like who you giving the ball to. Like I think honestly, next year I would give the ball to Olivia. I would, because like more pure point guard and stuff. Like, and then just let them cause havoc all over the court and stuff. They're going to be a nice running team. I cannot wait to see how this pan out between them two. I think that's going to be really dope. I think that they're going to scare a lot of teams. I think that they're going to make a nice run next year. You know, great guards always win championships. You need it, you know. And I think I just have so much high hopes for this Notre Dame team next year. And I know that, you know, we're talking about Olivia Miles, but, you know, just back to Hannah. Also, like, she has room to grow in her game. Like, this is not it. This is not the peak of her in college. She's going to come back even better, and that's so scary.
If you had to give a WNBA comparison to Olivia Miles, who would you say she plays like?
Oh, that's tough. An Olivia Miles comparison? Honestly,
because I'm sure, you know, it's a lot of new basketball fans, and I'm sure some of them haven't seen her play yet.
See, we only got 1 year, so it's really hard to compare. But the way that she just plays the game, like, I think it's kind of safe to say that we haven't seen nobody that's been like a near, you know, triple-double threat as much as she is.
I would say, like, just off the back, like, first thing that comes to my mind is a better offensive version of Alyssa Thomas, because she just does everything. She sees the floor well. Of course, Olivia Miles shoots better because she has two shoulders like that aren't injured.
See, that's two positions different, because I think Olivia's
definitely
Alyssa's like a power forward, right? Yeah.
Say it again.
She was like a power forward, right?
Who's a power forward?
Alyssa Thomas.
Yeah. So absolutely, definitely different positions. But like on the men's side, I see a little bit of Magic Johnson. So you know what I'm saying? Like she's very like she can score if she needs to. She can pass the ball. Like she just kind of does it all. Like you said, triple double machine. And who else was a triple double machine? Alyssa Thomas.
Yeah. And I'm high on Alyssa Thomas. See, during the recruitment, when you wasn't listening to us, you was just like, whatever. During the recruitment, I had Alyssa Thomas as an MVP. Like, what Alyssa Thomas was doing is insane, man. She's insane. Yeah. Like, she needs second best player in the W last year, man. One of my faves right there. I can't wait to see how she.
One of the comments, Dayshell said, "Oh, good, Ghost not here."
Now we need Ghost. Ghost had it lit. You're gonna even front. Ghost had it lit. That's hilarious. Oh, good. Ghost not here. It's funny. We're gonna get to the questions in a second. All right, let's get to the questions. Let's get to the comments real quick before we move on to the next one. Okay. Let's start with Darius real quick. Darius asks us a question. Is there any hope for my Liberty actually? No.
You gotta read the question. People are listening.
I know, man. Is there any hope?
Is there any hope for my Liberty actually winning the finals this season? I want to say so, but the Aces bench is even more stacked. Well, Darius, anything is possible. But however, I think that what did we talk about last time? Benaj Laney might be pregnant. I think that if she is, that's a huge loss for the Liberty. I think Johannes not playing this year is also a huge loss for them. Um, I think that anything is possible. I just think it'll be very, very difficult. So I'm just gonna say no politely, but nah.
Well, the comment says, Deshelle says, no hope for New York. Sorry. Vernon said no. And then another comment that Vernon said, he said, why he asked that dumb question? That's the one right there. Like, really? You know?
Hey, listen, anything possible, right?
I think that the guard play of New York and the guard play of Las Vegas, that's what separates. That's what separates. That's
I
it.
mean, yeah, I think that because did Vandersloot resign? I guess she did because I've been seeing them taking her around all over the place. But she's going to be a year older. She was already slow last year out there like a cone drill. So imagine what she's going to be like this year. Sabrina, I'm sure her lateral movement didn't get better, but I think we see a better year from Sabrina this year. Though I will say that. I think that this is her what year is this for her?
Oh, 4, I
Fourth?
guess.
Yeah, I think fourth. Yeah. So I think that we see a little bit better accuracy, efficiency, and shooting from her. Because with Benijah gone, if that is true, they're gonna need it to come from somewhere. They're gonna need the scoring to pick up from somewhere.
And I blame Stewie for the Knicks. Damn, I blame Stewie for the Liberty struggles and stuff because she need her friend there. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is a business. You trying to win a championship, you got to get a quicker point guard. I'm sorry. The fact that I don't even think that they pushed to recruit Natasha Howard. Like, she will be perfect. Like, they just need a point guard that can defend. Pretty much, move Sabrina to the shooting guard position, and then I think that the Liberty will be fine. They'll be fine. They just need a point guard. And listen,
I mean,
I know
but
y'all.
everybody didn't think that Sloot's downfall was going to be televised like this because she's only a couple years removed from a championship, but she played tremendous with Chicago.
Because she was making shots of course, she's making shots, but
I think that she never felt comfortable in whatever system that they're running. I don't think she just looked different and uncomfortable. It looked like she played with more freedom and when she was with Chicago. I mean, I don't think honestly outside of Stewie, I think everyone else was really trying to figure out what they were doing. So, but yeah, to
yeah,
answer your question, Darius, it's a no.
yeah. It's 5 minutes burst of nose.
Right, it's a no.
It's over. No hope for the
Vernon
Liberty.
said, when does Clark get her first 20-point game? It depends on who they're playing. Who's the first game?
First game of the season, she's getting dub. Let's go, Caitlin. Let's get it.
Let's see. Hold on, I'm gonna pull it up real quick.
All right. It was a 58. Okay. Yeah. Sabrina's 50. Wow, she's been in for a minute.
So we not including preseason. I'm assuming.
No. Oh, they got Connecticut first game.
Their first game is against Connecticut. Yeah.
Ooh, maybe. Somebody said the Liberty.
I'm going now. Not against them.
I say 5. All right. Seventh game.
It might be before that. 20. I don't know.
Okay. All right. Let's move on to the next one. Rookie of the year. So, all right. Now that we got the chat is getting active. Who's your rookie of the year in women's college basketball?
Deshelle said Alyssa Thomas running through that girl chest. She sure enough is. She sure enough is. She gonna put a dent in that thing.
All right, who's rookie of the year? Maybe it might be the Mystics. She's getting 20 on.
She going for 40 on the Mystics. It's like, nah, Brittany Sykes still there, so she gonna play defense on her.
She might get 25 on Brittany.
All right, remember you said that too.
Now, seriously though, y'all, who's y'all rookie of the year? Before we start, we're gonna go in about 15 more seconds, then we're gonna drop our rookie of the year.
Rookie of the year for college this year.
Yeah, rookie of the year.
I mean, I think it's a no-brainer.
Yeah. No. College, man. College. Felicia. Felicia's late.
No, yeah, she just came in here. What's up,
Yeah, she just
Felicia?
came in. Yes, college basketball rookie of the year, K. There we go. All right, so let's just do it real quick, because it's gonna be crazy edit. um, our rookie of the year this past season, we actually have two. We have Hannah Hidalgo from Notre Dame and Juju Watkins. The Delulu for Juju is real. I already posted Hannah's stats, so we already know Hannah's stats already. But Juju Watkins had an amazing season. 27 points, 7 rebounds, 3 assists. Oh man, this was hard to choose because both of them was definitely equally deserving of it. You know, so that's why I had to go with both of them as rookie of the year. I'm gonna put the pressure on Lolo. If who's your number one rookie though? Like if you just want to edge it, who would you edge it to?
It's clear cut Juju.
It's clear cut Juju.
Yeah, it's clear. I mean, Hannah had a hell of a year, and you know how big I am on Hannah, small guard like myself, but Juju is just different. And I've said it on the podcast plenty of times. If Juju is able to stay healthy with no major injuries like Achilles or, anything major like that, she's going to be the best women's basketball player of all time. And I'm confident in saying that. And I know all the people that came before. Cheryl Miller, Candace Parker, Cynthia Cooper, who is my greatest of all time currently. But Juju just has it all. I mean, she showed that all season. She was the second leading scorer in the country with 27.1 points per game. She led the nation and became the highest scoring freshman in history with 920 points during her freshman campaign. She had 14 games this season, scoring 30 points or more, beating the illustrious Caitlin Clark because she did 12 games. She scored 51 points at Stanford on the road. Like this kid is just ridiculous. And then on top of that, she does it on both ends of the floor, and I think people don't realize that. So as she entered the NCAA tournament, she was the only player in the country to average multiple steals per game, as well as at least 1.5 blocks per game. So again, that shows you that she's doing it on both ends of the floor. She was a second leader in rebounding on her team. Juju, she just does it all. She was one of just 5 freshmen ever to earn All-American first team honors. Her and Hannah, fun fact, are 2 freshmen that it's only 5 freshmen that have ever won All-American first team honors as a freshman. So yeah. I mean, it's just at this point, it's Juju's world. We're just living in it. Once she's able to improve her efficiency and add a little bit more to her game, the game that's already stacked, like it's really over for y'all. Like it's just really over. I mean, that's just what it is. I don't know. Juju, she just has it all. She's a 3-level scorer. She just has it all.
Yeah,
Yes, damn is right. Yes.
That's interesting about the GOAT conversation. I mean, Juju is by far like on that path. Like definitely on that path. As what she does, what she brings to the table as a basketball player, as a person and stuff. Like, yeah, she it's crazy that these players, like, normally these players are like really once in a generation and stuff, right? But we got a bunch of them at the same time and everything. But I do agree, like, if I was to edge it, I would have definitely edged it towards Juju. But like I put Hannah on there because her impact was crazy too though. Like her impact was really crazy. And there was times where we both said I remember I had Hannah ahead of Juju at one point in the season.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And just both these freshmen were pretty good. I mean, shout out to the honorable mentions, though, like, Audie Crooks and everything, Madison Booker, it's this freshman class is pretty dope, but it was just, I couldn't put no more players. I couldn't put no one in there. It had to be them two, but I can see Juju edging though and stuff. Do you think Juju averages 30 next year though? You think so? I think
she's going to average at least 25.
Yeah, she's on the path for what? Because she scored 920 points. If you multiply that by four, she's close to Caitlin's record and stuff. She's going to have to well, that's like 3,680 points she's aiming for right now. So she's going to definitely have to have one of them seasons where she get 1,100, 1,200 points. You know what I mean? Just so she can touch that record and stuff. But I think that if she doesn't be the number one scorer by the time she leaves, I think that she will definitely pass Kelsey Plum and be two. But she's on a great path.
She's definitely on a great path.
Mm-hmm.
I think that with the incoming freshmen and whoever comes from the portal, I think that really depends too, because she will be taking probably less shots than she took this year because she has a little bit more talent surrounding her. But I think her looks look a little bit easier because you can actually split out. They have to defend because they have shooters coming now. So now they're not just leaving players open. They actually have to defend. So she's not shooting against 2 and 3 players now. She might have, one-on-one matchups where she's going to eat that alive every time. What player that's a 17, 18-year-old that has that twitch that Juju has that Euro, like she just does it effortlessly. Like she gets to her spots and she knows how to score the basketball. Like that's never going to stop. She's always going to be a bucket. Like, and she's just going to continue to get better. So.
And the bun don't move too. The bun just be bunning. You know what I mean? It's just
listen.
I need that hair gel.
The bun is. I don't know why these hair places are not giving that NIL deal because you got Joel Embiid putting a fake bun up there. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on. So yeah, cut the check for the NIL deals.
Even my man from ATL that's on the Paul George thing.
Yeah,
Esquire. Well, we got a Picasso in your house or whatever.
Right.
Yeah, everybody bun crazy. You might see me with I ain't doing a bun.
Look, now she can't. The thing is, like, now even if she want to change her hair, she can't really even change it for real because that's her signature.
Yeah, I did see her in a picture with LeBron and them today.
And her hair was out.
Her hair was out.
You talking about for the when they did the commercial?
Oh, I didn't know it was for commercial. I just seen a picture with LeBron and the kids, and then her, and I was like, "Oh,
that's
dope.
From that commercial. They had a commercial a couple months ago. It came out.
Oh, that's dope. She's doing her thing, man. I really hope that going forward that like she deserves to be the face of college basketball. I think that she has like the swagger and stuff, and when you hear her talk and everything too, like just the way that she talks. I think that she needs to be the face. She definitely does.
She seems kind of shy though. I think she'll break out of that. She seems kind of shy, but I think she'll break out of that. But yeah, I mean, like we've been saying all night, the game is in good hands for sure.
Yeah. All right. Well, before we get to our last award, let's run it back through real quick. We had Dawn Staley for Coach of the Year. We had Malaysia Fawali for 6th Woman of the Year. Our most improved was Kiki Iriafen. Defensive Player of the Year was Hannah Hidalgo. And then our Rookie of the Year was Co-Rookie of the Year, Hannah Hidalgo and Juju Watkins, which leads us to our last award, Most Valuable Player. And, like, we don't really have to go into it, right? We already know, like, what's up, who's the most valuable player of college basketball this year. What more can we say about this person, right? What?
Right.
8 years, $28 million a bag. Oh man. So yeah, Caitlin Clark from Iowa, MVP, 31.6 points per game, 7.5 rebounds, almost 9 assists, leading the nation in points and rebounds. Ain't really much to say. We already know what it's about. Well-deserved, amazing season, 3,951 points for a career, #1 draft pick. Got the big Nike deal. Can't wait to see what the shoe is looking like. Go ahead, Lo. What was your thoughts?
I mean, I think it's obvious. Caitlin Clark was the best player in the country all year. I mean, it's really. I mean, we've talked about her ad nauseum on this show and have given her plenty of flowers. The only player in NCAA men's or women's basketball history to lead their conference in scoring and assists 4 straight seasons, which is absolutely insane. We will never see someone like her in the fashion in which she was able to do these things. I think what's cool is that within a 2 week period, she broke the NCAA all time leading scorer record and then turned around and beat Steph Curry's single season 3 point record. So she just had a hell of a year. The fact that you can lead the nation in scoring and assists just shows how good Caitlin Clark is. And anyone who says that she can't hoop is just honestly hating. Like it's you cannot watch basketball and act as if she's not good. Like regardless of the politics and all that, she can flat out play the game of basketball. I mean, it's just that's one thing she can do. I'm excited to see her with the Fever. In a couple weeks. I'm most excited to see the pick and roll with her and Aaliyah Boston. I think it's going to be unguardable because you truly have to pick your poison. I think that people are so focused on her scoring, but I think they're going to be more shocked when they see how much of a playmaking and like floor general she is with the Fever. Because we have to realize she led the league led the nation in assists. Now she's playing with actual professionals, you know. So imagine what her passing is going to look like, and it's just going to be that pick and roll is going to be poetry in motion, and I can't wait to see it.
Yeah, I can't wait to see it either. Like, she's just a dope player to me, and I really enjoy watching her play and everything. And like I said a couple of podcasts ago, of her just being like the face of basketball, well, the face of college basketball, and how she lived up to it. You know what I'm saying? This wasn't a hype job. It wasn't. It wasn't a hype job. You know, I'm sorry, everybody. We know like was the dialogue around Caitlin Clark and stuff, but this wasn't a hype job. Um, she came, she showed out all the time, and this is what happened. Like we didn't even think that she was going to the national championship this year, and she did that. You know, I think that a lot of people get clouded because of what the dialogue is around her and everything, but I also think that you know, she shut a lot of people up. She really did, and it's really nothing that you know anyone can say. Now, obviously, she's going to the next level of playing pro basketball. We shall see. You know, got a question down here from Felicia to say, how many games you think the Fever will win? A lot of people are saying the Fever's going to the playoffs. That's quite interesting. They have a lot of potential, but I want to see how it works. So if it's a 40-game season, I think they go 19-21. I'll give them that.
Didn't they? How many did they win last year? 13.
Yeah, 13. Yeah. So a 6-game improvement.
I said they get to at least. I said they get to 20. Actually,
You think 20-20? Okay, okay. Do
yeah.
you think they get? Do you think they get in the playoffs?
The Mystics got worse. A lot of teams got better. The Mystics are really the main ones that just got worse. I'm literally thinking in my head, and a lot of teams actually got better. The Mystics are the ones that got. That's crazy. Yeah, I'm gonna go 20. I'm gonna go 2020. Do I think that they'll make the playoffs?
No, probably.
I'm gonna say no.
They have potential though. They have potential. They really do. I just can't wait to see how they look. You know what I mean? When they start playing and stuff. Regular season, preseason, we won't see preseason. They don't televise preseason unless they're going to Canada now again, May 4th or whatever. I think they moved the game back or whatever. But you know, we shall see. I just want to see them together, Aaliyah and Caitlin. See how that works. Danetta said, "Yo, what up? What up? What up?" By the way, Danetta, she said she don't think that the Fever gets into the playoffs. Deshelle said the 8th seed against the Aces first round. Ooh, that would be sick right there. Versus the Fever as the 8th seed versus the Aces in the first round would be a movie. That's facts though.
Man, they get dogged. Stop.
Yeah. I mean,
sweep. They wouldn't win one.
They
They will.
lit. Nah, I ain't saying that. I just want to see a lit.
Who would Caitlyn be defending?
Kaylin defending. She
Kelsey
can't even.
Plum, maybe.
Yeah, probably stuff. They're gonna put Jackie Young on Caitlin Clark. That's gonna be interesting.
And Jackie Young is top 5 strongest people in the league. So.
Yeah,
Yeah, that'd be fascinating.
Jackie is that's what makes the Aces so dope because they got legit 4 stars. You know, we know like Candace wasn't playing last year because she was injured, but the Aces they just got legit 4 number 1 options on that team and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, and Jackie is just.
They show said they would get swept, but I want the Iowa people to see it in 4K, baby. Vernon said Clark can't be worse than Luka on defense. It's about a tie. They were very good at hiding her in Iowa. It's gonna be a little bit different in the W because a lot of the players are good. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's gonna be hard to hide her on defense. Absolutely. Absolutely.
She stops me from
jumping out loud.
She said, I love Lo. She stops me from all the bullshit talk. I don't be bullshitting.
Absolutely.
Oh man, here we go, man. Listen, we made it through. Come on, man. Really? Nonsense. 51 minutes. We had no nonsense. And then now we got nonsense and stuff, man. You know?
There's no nonsense.
Now you keep me on my toes.
Before we go, what's the matchups you guys are looking most forward to as we get close to this WNBA season starting? We are a few weeks away.
I'll go first.
What are you looking forward to?
Yeah, I do want to see. See, it just depends what Benigna Laney's doing with her stomach. To be honest, if these rumors is true or not.
If she's creating a human life, you mean?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, because I want to see the matchup, the finals matchup again. You know, I would like to see that. But honestly, I just want to see like the young talent, man. That's what I want to see. I want to see, you know, Angel and Camilla, how they mesh and everything. I want to see all of that, and then also, you know, Coach Witherspoon, how she's going to have them and everything. So it's going to be
Angel's jersey already sold out.
It's crazy.
I know Vernon's gonna be pissed because he wanted them jersey to sell out in DC. I would say I'm excited about a lot of things. I'm most excited to see Skylar Diggins versus Diana Taurasi. I can't wait for that matchup. I'm also excited to see what Teaspoon does in Chicago.
Yeah.
But yeah, Skylar's on a revenge tour. I can't wait to see what she looks like. But especially when she's going up against Diana Taurasi, because you know they got fake beef.
So Skylar, first team All WNBA on this revenge tour. Do you think she gets back to it?
Who are the other guards she going up against? Chelsea Gray,
Jewel, Enrique. You know, well, Diana's going to be in the mix too as well.
You know they're going to pick her automatically, so.
You know, but DT averaged like 17 points at the age of 41 last year. Like,
okay, but she don't deserve to be on an Olympic team.
All right, that's all right.
That's just because they want her to get 5.
Yeah.
If they just like say what it is, like I just don't like the BS. Like just say what it is. Like, hey, we want her to get 5. She's on the team.
Yeah.
Like, she shouldn't be playing on Olympic team.
But she's definitely a WNBA player still. Like, you know, I think she had 42 last year, right? Like she's
at one point she did score 40 something. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Like, and I know people be like,
she can't guard worth a damn. Can't move her feet for nothing. Moving out there in quicksand. But one thing Diana Taurasi can do is shoot. Okay. She is gonna let that thing fly.
Vernon said how the Mystics fumbled that bag so badly.
See, that's where we disagree. I don't think that they should have picked Angel for multiple reasons. People don't do well at home.
That's
too
true.
Distracted. We already saw where those distractions got her this year. Offensive bag still the same. So I think that it was best to go away. She has to learn how to fend for herself as an adult now. New city, it's a major city where she can be good off the court as well. with her brand, because again, her brand is bigger than her skill set. I just think, and the Mystics are going to be trash. So I think Aaliyah Edwards is better than her at this current moment. I want to see if Tina Charles stays happy this whole season.
Yo, leave my Queens, New York, the sister
Oh
alone.
man, who picked her up again?
I think she's on Atlanta.
Okay, yeah, you're right. Because I wanted to see how her and Cheyenne Parker would be playing together.
Yeah.
Y'all saw what happened with Atlanta?
No.
How they didn't I guess their season tickets went on sale today and they didn't open it up to people that lived outside of Georgia, and people were pissed because a lot of people fly in to watch the games. And so it was so much bullying basically on social media that they went back and opened it for everybody.
I can't say nothing bad about Atlanta, and you can't either. So we'll just keep our mouth shut on that. And we have special reason. Special reason. Don't worry about it. we, you know.
That's cool, but just for the record, no one controls my mouth.
No.
I'm just throwing that out there. Next, which team do you think everyone is sleeping on right now? What team do I think everyone is sleeping on right now?
You know what I'll say? The Atlanta Dream was wilding for them tickets like that. Sell the tickets.
That's common knowledge. Like that.
Sell the tickets.
I mean, that's not offensive. That's common knowledge.
Larry, come on. Larry's the owner. Larry's our guy.
That's fine.
Yeah, sell the tickets. Sell the tickets, man. Come on.
We want the game to grow, right?
Yeah, that's crazy. I never heard nothing like that before. Yeah, that's crazy. But did they fix it?
How the Sparks rebuild? Yeah, they fixed it.
Oh, okay, then yeah. All right,
cyberbullying worked in this case. Love to see how the Sparks rebuild. People are saying the Sparks might be a sleeper. You know me, it's always the crazy part is I used to be a Sparks fan for probably 15 years, if not more. And then Derek Fisher came in and ruined everything. So I wish no good luck to them. Because Candace Parker should be retiring a Spark. It's ridiculous what they did. They fumbled the bag. Probably sleeping on Connecticut. They show said probably sleeping on Connecticut. I think Tiff Mitch would be most improved. Could be most improved. I agree. I think I said it in the offseason. I said that a lot of people don't know that Tiffany Mitchell can actually really hoop. And so I think it was a great pickup for Connecticut, because they've been kind of yearning for guard play for a while. Like that's kind of been their crutch. So I think that she definitely helps them out for sure. All right. So mainly people saying the Sky and they're mainly saying the Sky and the Sparks. We
shall see. We shall see. Sparks still kind of young.
Yeah, I don't think they're gonna be that great. I mean, I like to see what Rakia is gonna do though.
Yeah,
I see Lexi Brown as well. See her coming back because she came out and said she had what did she say she had? Was it great? No, it wasn't great. Crohn's.
Yeah. You know, shout out to her too. You know, fighting through that, and you know, hopefully she can have a successful season and everything. I like Lexi Brown's game. I like her dead eye from the jumper. Like, you know.
She can shoot that thing for sure.
She be letting it fly and stuff. You know? So,
and she gonna have plenty of space and opportunity to let it fly this upcoming season.
Yeah, agreed. It's gonna be a fun season. It's gonna be a fun season. I'm really excited to see how the season starts out and everything. A lot more interest in the season and stuff. So casuals and everything is gonna be around. Should definitely see. So I guess that's it. You ready to close this bad boy out?
Yeah, it's funny. Last thing, a quick story. I had my friend threw a surprise party for her boyfriend, and we went to Deep Creek, and all the guys there were literally talking about women's basketball and trying to get educated before the WNBA season starts. So I slid them the podcast information to kind of educate them. But it was just cool seeing how they were like, I can't name one guy from college this year, but I know plenty of women. And they were talking about Juju. They were talking about Caitlin Clark, of course. They were talking about just, a lot of people. So I thought that was kind of cool. So I don't mind casuals that are willing to learn. I just don't like casuals that have been watching for 2 years and saying Caitlin Clark's the best player to ever play.
Yeah, they be wilding with that one right there. That I ain't gonna front. That be making me laugh. I'm like, yo, what is going on in the streets, man? Yo,
Yeah.
people are funny,
You
man.
can't watch for 2 years and deem her the greatest of all time. Stop it, please.
Yeah, exactly.
Because now I'm starting to question your IQ.
K Dot said, "Who will be the first? Who will be the next 50-point scorer, and will it happen this year?" Shell said, "K Dot is going to be Jewel Lloyd dropping a 50 piece." I don't see it.
Why? Because she got more help.
Yeah, that. Yeah, I think I do. I think Asia's going to break the record this year.
I don't. I think Asia. I think Asia could get another 50 ball. I do. I believe that. And
Yeah.
I'm not mad about. I'm not mad about Jewel Lloyd. We don't know. And some injuries can happen. Anything can happen. Jewel Lloyd can just flat out shoot the bat. I mean, score the basketball, man.
A lot of people think that Seattle is going to be contenders, but I don't see what their bench is looking like. We see what they're they're top heavy, but I don't see them, really contending and stuff. Like if they could beat the Aces, like can you see them beating the Aces? I don't see them. That's why I don't see them as contenders, to be honest, because I just don't see them putting any fair in the Aces at all. I just don't see no team doing it. The Aces gonna do something really special.
Yeah, I don't know if they would beat the Aces, but I think they end the season in a top 4 spot.
Like, okay, top 4. Okay,
top
so
4.
New York, Las Vegas, Seattle, and Connecticut.
I would have to think on it, but I would say that they're going to win at least 25 games, 29.
Connecticut is just so damn scary, though, man. Like, you got Alyssa Thomas. She just doesn't give a damn about you. Like she just takes your heart out, man. I really appreciate her game so much, man. She's a dope player. She's a dope player.
Seattle's supposed to be rebuilding.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think this is a rebuild year. They put their chips out there for sure.
Yeah. This is not a rebuild year. It's going to be very interesting to see what Seattle's an interesting team. Seattle got a lot of dark horse potential. Just depends on what they're doing in training camp and everything.
Yeah.
When does training camp start in the W? Like this week?
Probably next week.
Next week, yeah. So we shall see, man. We shall see. But we're gonna get out of here. We did it in record time today. For real. But
yes.
Thank you for listening to the 9450. This is our basketball awards show. Don't forget to follow us at the 9450 on Twitter, the 9450 _ on Instagram. Same for TikTok, and then the 9450 on YouTube. People, please, give us that review, give us that rating on Apple Podcasts, please. It'll definitely help us going forward and everything. We're not asking y'all for the bag yet. When we get the Patreon, we will. But for now, we want the free currency, and that's y'all support on that, supporting this podcast and stuff. So you just go to Apple on your phone. You can literally do it while I'm talking. Literally hit your phone, subscribe to the show, like rate the show 5 stars, give us a review of what you think. What you think about the podcast, what you think about me, what you think about Lauren, she gets all the lion's share now of the love on the ratings and stuff. I was looking at it earlier. I was like, yeah, those are her people's. Now I'm just playing. But
favor ain't fair, my friend.
Favor, yeah. It's all good though. Hey, listen, it helps me out, so it's cool. No, but seriously though, man, we really appreciate y'all support and stuff, especially over these last couple of weeks. We really do. So please do that, yo. That means a lot to me. That means a lot to Lauren, K-Dot, everybody on the 9450. It really do. It really will help us and stuff. And I know y'all want to see us out there. Y'all say, the show is whatever the show is. The show is lit. We the best. and everything. So it is what it is. JC, I had wine earlier, so only had one glass, and that's it. Shout out to JC in the building. Lo got uncommon favor. That's
Okay,
funny.
now Dayshell. Okay.
Hey, listen, yeah, at least never mind. Never mind. I had something I was going to say, but I'm gonna keep it to myself. Sometimes, grandmoms always said, you know, don't say nothing nice if you ain't got nothing to say at all. But yeah, support the show, man. That's I'm gonna just be drilling that home with y'all. Support the show, please. Follow us, subscribe on YouTube. If you're already subscribing, thank you. If send people our way. I think we're closing on 300 now. So I think we growing slowly but surely. We growing and stuff. So we really appreciate everything that y'all do by listening and everything like that. So I know that WNBA is kicking off. The NBA playoffs is here. We will be talking during the second round. Second round we will be starting NBA stuff. So tap in and everything. This is 80% women's basketball podcast, 20% NBA stuff. So just tap in. Anything
Yes,
you guys say before we
I'm gonna
live?
be
Log
busy.
off.
I'm gonna be a busy person because the WNBA is starting in what, like a month?
Yeah, starts in a month. The Olympics, there's no breaks, man.
Yeah,
There's no
but it's
breaks.
all good. One
Yeah,
stop shop for basketball. So
yeah, definitely and stuff. So we still making it happen and everything. So like I said, thank you everybody for listening to us, man. I really appreciate it. It means a lot to me, to be honest, man. I never think that we'll be this far into women's basketball podcasting and everything like that. Um, yeah, so I think we're about 287 episodes in. So, we're closing on that 300 and everything. So with that being said, we out of here. Love is love.